Good morning. Good morning, all. Good morning. We invite you all to the International Conclave.
Good morning, one and all. The program will start within 5 minutes.
Good morning, all participants. The program is about to start in 10 minutes. International Conclave will start in 10 minutes. I repeat, International Conclave will start in 10 minutes. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Hani and Atul, sir. Good evening. As per you, is standard time.
Yeah.
Am I audible, sir?
Good morning. Yep. Thank you.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Hani and Atul, sir. Good evening. As per you, is standard time.
Yeah.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Okay. With you for today's international conclave. You immediately accepted our invitation with a positive response. We are waiting for your presentation. Exactly, it starts from 10 to 11 a.m. The program starts by
10 minutes. Within 10 minutes.
10 minutes later, sir.
Okay.
With you for today's
Hello. Gautam,
Good morning, all participants.
clear out, Gautam.
In 10 minutes.
கேக்குதா?
Sir, yes, sir, it is audible, sir.
Clear out.
Yes, it is clear, sir. So, good morning, sir. So, due to some technical issues, the sound is repeating again and again. So, we request you to join again with the same link. We are going to end the meeting and we request you to join the meeting again with the same link. So, I repeat, sir, due to technical issue,
Okay.
the sound is
We'll
repeating.
do it.
So, we request you to join with the same link. We request all the participants to join the meeting again with the same link.
இப்பதான் எடுத்து போட்டேன் ஷெல்ஃப்ல இருந்து.
Kanavai ma'am.
Yes. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, audible.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. In spite of your hats off to you, sir. In spite of your busy schedule, we are having you with for a presentation in today's international conclave. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you a lot.
You're welcome.
Sir, warm morning. This is Dr. Kumula Devi, Dean School of Commerce. Welcome you, sir.
Very well. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Good morning.
For
Very good morning.
invitation, sir. So we start the program now, sir.
Sure, of course. Looking
Thank you.
forward to it.
Yes, sir.
Every day is a chance to begin again. A splendid morning to you all. It's my privilege to warmly welcome all the delegates to this international conclave on tools and strategies for emerging business organized by School of Commerce of KPR College of Arts, Science and Engineering. I welcome you all for the wonderful program. Prayer is something that you may engage in more than you think. It can give us courage and hope to face life challenges. I now request you all to rise for the prayer song. Thank you all. To welcome is to show honor. To welcome is to establish integrity. With this quote, I would like to invite Dr. P. Swaruparani Ma'am, Professor, School of Commerce, to welcome the gathering.
Honorable Chief Guest, respected Principal, Deans, fellow members, faculties, scholars, and dear students from various colleges. A good morning to all. I am profoundly delighted to take an opportunity to welcome the gathering on behalf of KPRCAS for this international conclave on tools and strategies for emerging business conducted by the School of Commerce. KPRCAS not only focuses on curriculum-based education to the students, but also concentrate to enhance and enrich knowledge of faculties and students. As a part of that, we are conducting this international conclave. It's my duty and privilege to welcome you all as a coordinator of this international conclave. I deem it a privilege to welcome our Honorable Chairman, Dr. K.P. Ramasamy, under whose able guidance and motivation we are flourishing. It's my pleasure to invite our Secretary for his moral support. It's a moment of extreme pleasure to welcome our beloved Principal, Dr. S. Baluswamy, whose actions inspires us to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more. You are our leader, sir. We are very happy to welcome you, sir. It is an instant of credible privilege and honor for me to welcome our Chief Guest, Mr. Andy Nalappan, Vice President, Chief Technology Officer, and Head of Software Business Operations, Broadcom Software, the University of Texas at Paso San Jose, California, United States, who is the masterpiece of software. We are grateful to him for accepting our invitation and sharing valuable time with us, sir. I welcome you, sir. We are honored to have you with us, sir. It's our great pleasure to welcome Dr. M. Temuri, Professor in Finance, Department of Management Studies, IIT Madras, Chennai, India. Kinguri ma'am does not require an introduction, as these are well recognized people in Tamil Nadu. He is known for wonderful administration and high achievements of our institution. Welcome you, ma'am. We are very happy to have you with us today. And a very warm, hearty welcome to Dr. Bhavna J, Assistant Professor, Amrita School of Business, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Coimbatore. As he has molded the life of students and served people with her kindness. I welcome you, ma'am. Then I would like to welcome our Saravana Pandian sir, principal in Wing. I welcome you, sir. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Dr. Kruda Devi, Dean School of Commerce, who's generously helped us to make this event come together to become a successful one. I welcome you, ma'am. I extend my warm welcome to one of our international conclave coordinator, Dr. Kaname ma'am, who shared her views and opinions to organize the event. I especially want to welcome all deans, heads, fellow members, faculties, research scholars, students from KPRCAS and participants from various colleges and universities. I welcome you all. Once again, I give a very warm welcome to one and all present here. I hope you have an engaging and enriching session ahead. Thank you for giving this opportunity. We welcome the gathering. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. Now I request Dr. S. Balasamy, sir, Principal of KPRCAS, to give the presidential address.
Good evening. Good morning to one and all assembled here and joined through Zoom also on behalf of KPR management, on behalf of KPRCAS. Good morning to all. It's a great time to discuss about the tools and strategies for emerging business. In this occasion, I would like to congratulate the School of Commerce to take a nice initiative in the right time. International Conclave on Tools and Strategies for Emerging Business. Before that, once again, I would like to welcome the respected Chief Guest of today's an International Conclave, Mr. Andy Nallatan, Vice President from US, and Dr. M. Tenmuliman from IIT Madras, Madam former NISM Director also, because luckily the KPRCAS is directly linking with the National Institute of Securities Market. Our former director Sandeep Ghosh still now is in connection and gave many inputs for our young minds in this line. I extend my warm welcome to Dr. Tenmuliman and Dr. Bhavana Jain, Assistant Professor, Amrita School of Business, and the School of Commerce Dean, Dr. K. Kumuda Devi ma'am, and this program coordinators, Dr. P. Sorubarani, Associate Professor, and Dr. B. Kannamai, Associate Professor from School of Commerce, our respected Principal, Dr. Saravana from B, and all our faculty members and students friends. I would like to congratulate for each and every one of you to take the nice initiative to present the component in the right time. So it's a good thing. It's a good exercise for us also. Normally, the students may join the UG program. They may pursue their PG any one of the reputed institutions. Sometimes they may go for their employment opportunities. Very, very meager percentage they are going for taking the business. But this is a redesigning and a rethinking about to take up business is also in another career for us, because nowadays central government is also taking many initiatives. I think 1 week before our Prime Minister, he spoke to all the entrepreneurs, those who are directly connected to the education institutions, because they already targeted for our export components. So because everywhere we want to take up a business. Business is one of the great initiative for our individual growth and family growth and nation growth, and as well as for our GDP growth also. It is a great initiative. That's why the PM itself is directly connecting to all the entrepreneurs, those who are doing good and those who are directly connected to the institutions also. That's why we are giving much more importance to our MSME. So through even the School of Commerce, the last semester they signed an MOU with MSME also for the well connecting with all the business, because our central government and state government, they are giving many schemes and many subsidies for the growth and development of the individuals. In this occasion, I request all our students, please you can go through the MSME websites wherever you are eligible. You can try to apply as an individual, as a group, you can apply. According to our observation and statistical information, this pandemic give a very good lesson for each and every individual and the society too. Many people after return back from their international employment opportunities, they are starting and setting a new business in their own enterprises itself. For women entrepreneurs, after completing a degree, any business you are taking, the work they may be 1 crore means government is giving 35% subsidy to the individual, 35 lakhs. Moreover, for repayment of interest concession is there. So likewise, there are many schemes. Each product, one particular board is there. You are in Ooty, you are residing in Kunnur, you can apply for a coffee or tea related project business. You may have a concession, or maybe 2-3 members join together, 5 members join together, because that is the idea. So similarly, you are an choir means the choir board is there to take care about, train you to give the amount, and they are giving concession. You want to utilize in a very perfect manner. Then another component, the National Entrepreneurial Network, that is also another big network is there. Confederation of Indian Industry, it's situated in Coimbatore also in their branch. So is the right time for all our students, friends, you can think about the business, not only for this entrepreneurial aspects, other business ventures also. In capital market, it's touched 55,000 points. It's a new height in our entire history. So we in the year 1979, the Sensex started with 100 points. Now it's touched 55,000 points. You can think about how it was. No one business give this much amount of capital growth for our money. 1979, the Sensex is 100 points. Now the last week it's reached 55,000. So how many years? Just 40 years. 1979 means just 40 years of time. How it possible with 100 rupees converted into 55,000 rupees? So it's another. Coimbatore is an entrepreneurial cultural environment where the business segments is there. Our own management itself, they are very strong in their business. They are leading all over India and international markets also in the segment of textile and garments. Now the KPR in the 3rd position in all over India. So you are having example in our own premises itself. So only thing is we want to think you may be a valuable person for yourself and your family members and the society and the government also, because the future India purely in the hands of your members. So you can take in a positive manner. I think all the 3 resource persons are stalwart persons in their field. You can utilize the entire conclave in a healthier manner. You can utilize and integrate your subjects, and you can make use of your own personal life and your experience. So this is our small expectation from our side also. And once again, I'd like to congratulate the School of Commerce taking a nice initiative to brought this good idea in the minds of youngsters and teachers. And once again, I'd like to wish all the members to have this program, an excellent program, to have a good day also. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Felicitate the initiator. Initiative is the intention that persists in a person by cause. With this quote, I request Dr. K. Kumula Devi ma'am, Dean School of Commerce, to felicitate the gathering.
Most respected Principal of our college, Dr. Balasani sir, Principal for Women Education Wing, Dr. Saranabandyan sir, Coordinator of this event, Dr. Shorobrani madam and Dr. Kannamai, eminent resource person of this conclave today for 3 resource person, Mr. Aunty Allapan from USA, and Madam Penmuli from IIT Madras, and Madam Bhavna from Amrita University, my own faculty friends, dear children. I think all academicians joining through Zoom for attending our conclave from across the country. Warm morning, 1.5% over here. Our School of Commerce, with the blessings of God of nature, with the School of Commerce initiating this conclave on this title called Tools and Strategy for Emerging Business. We are the right department, we are the right person to have addressed this concept. Why means the entire world highly affected by corona. This is a dangerous virus, individual to industry, affected huge. This is a scenario, how do we make our business further? That is called extension of business or emerging of our already business, whatever may be. So already we are strong in our own fields. Why we are organizing these things? For the children sitting over there, you are a future entrepreneur, or your parents may doing business. One way or another, you people affected a lot. So finally, percentage of effect because of this corona is 100%. One in the form of child, or in the form of finance, or in the form of shortage of labor, whatever may be. This is a conclave will address all these issues. All three stalwarts, actually what our principals are rightly pointed out, the real stalwarts in the field of finance. Andy Nalapan sir have a wide knowledge on family finance, especially he's in US. He know very well what the difference between developed country and developing country. So that kind of difference we understand properly. So we are developing in the position how we are making our economy more stronger. This is a point of view. We are invite all three resource persons today to their sharing their ideas, thoughts to making our country's next level. Especially this is for not only emerging business, it's for emerging of governance, emerging of all our corporate culture, whatever may be. In this regard, as a Dean School of Commerce, I'm very much happy. At the same time, I record my gratitude to all three resource persons of the state for accepting our invitation. Very humbly, they are also respond our invitation. They are present over this technology help, this connect through webinar. So, India KPRCAS, we are very happy of your presence on this great morning. Good morning, sir. Thank you. Thing is that next, Madam IIT Professor Tenmuli ma'am. She's a familiar person in our part. Madam also so busy in this schedule. Even though Madam is accepted for the session 2, she will sharing their ideas and everything. And likewise, Madam Bhavana also addressing the issue in the session 3. Why these have 3 eminent persons have means everybody have equally knowledgeable, talentable, but the way of thought, way of expression may differ. This is situation, this is ensure commerce is a platform to accepting all valuable ideas, whoever may have this thought and thinking. That the way we are organizing the program. So once again, I welcome all participants directly or indirectly joining with our conference today. Thank you for your join. At the same time, I should congratulate my team. Wherever program, whenever you're organizing, only with the help of teamwork. So with your without your teamwork, definitely nothing will happen. That damn sure I'm recorded here. So dear friends, this is our School of Commerce, a family. So that mindset, we taking all members of welfare is more important. This is a professional style we are doing our activities and everything. Finally, our output may be an approach and attitude. So with good approach, good attitude will lead the department again further. So I hope your support and everything is extended in future also. This is the right time. I announce the next program also. This is a practice I followed for past 2 programs. Last program is successfully conducted by help of our Kartika ma'am, FDP Faculty Development Program. That time I announced this is the day we are conducting conclave. Principal sir, for your kind information, such a way we are organized today also. This is the right forum. I announced next conference which organized by the help of Dr. Shanti, Department of Commerce. That's international national conference. Title everything I will announce very soon. This is a culture we are implementing in the department. This is a roadmap of our SoC. All things have happened because only blessings of God Almighty. I so believe the God Almighty will help us have further development in all our personal and official, professional, whatever may be. So in this scenario, I am extremely happy to congratulate all my teachers friends for their contribution to make this conclave in grand manner. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to invite Dr. Srikala, ma'am, professor, to introduce Dr. Andy Nalappan, sir.
Don't worry about being successful, but work towards being significant, and the success will naturally follow. Winfrey. Good morning, one and all present here. I professionally overjoyed to take opportunity to introduce our chief guest of the day, Mr. Andy Nallappan, Vice President, Chief Technology Officer, and Head of Software Business Operation, Broadcom Software, California, United States. Career intake our system is never clear-cut. Sometimes it is all about chasing opportunity along the way. He is responsible for the SAS platform engineering, services, operation, DevOps platform, and technology solution enabling software business operation. He has held a variety of key leadership positions overseeing enterprise application, enterprise infrastructure, data center management, customer support platform, fab application, and others. Mr. Andy is known for his successful M&A integration and for drastically improving the financial performance of the SAS offerings. He has seamlessly deployed and scaled intelligent automation solutions while enhancing the customer, supplier, and workforce experience through empowerment and simplification. More than 35 years of experience in the area of information technology, software development, SAS, M&A, and program management from Fortune 500 companies, public sectors, and privately owned companies. Experience in building IT from the greenfield of size it tried to go public. Many years of experience in outsourcing applications and infrastructure and managing them to extract value for the money. Lead multiple outsourcing initiatives to get cost saving with better SLA and higher business value. Capable of crafting best business solution with lowest total cost of ownership, proven record of success with business and technology transformation in SAS platform transformation. He is specialist in budgeting, planning, and forecasting, Oracle ERP upgrades, business process and IT operation automation, managing global team and multiple vendors in a highly outsourced environment. Data center consolidation and co-location, site consolidation, negotiation skill with vendors and business partners. Providing cost-effective IT services, transforming IT to SAS cloud-based solution and service employee retention. He is having more than 35 years of experience in the field of teaching, manager, and vice president in many companies. He completed his BE in Coimbatore Institute of Technology, affiliated University of Madras, and MS in University of Texas. He is also board member in Jain companies like Google Cloud Customer Advisory Board, Nutanix Executive Advisory Board, and HCL Customer Advisory Board member from 2018 onwards. It was my pleasure for knowing you and introduce you to everyone. Your success inspire and motivate us, sir. Thank you for joining here for us. Thank you, Ananda.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for the, sorry, go ahead.
Surround yourself with high achievers that challenges you to the excellence. I would like to invite Mr. Andy Nallappan, sir, to share key characteristics of a successful business and career. Kindly, sir.
Okay. Good morning to all of you. Hopefully you all can hear me well. Thank you for that warm introduction. I'm very happy to be part of this international conclave on the emerging businesses there at your college there. It's my pleasure. And as you heard that now, I've done my bachelor's in engineering in Coimbatore. So I'm very happy to be joining all of you virtually to the same city I got educated. Without further ado, I want to take the next 45 minutes of now just sharing my experience with all of you there. So the topic I've chosen is the key characteristics of a successful business and career. So both what it needs for a business to be successful and what it needs to have a successful career for each one of you there. And I just want to make sure that I have a disclaimer. So this is in a world we all live in internet. So a lot of the images I'll be sharing and the quotes all taken from the internet. Even students thank the Google, and the Wikipedia during the graduation speech. So I also should thank them, for giving a lot of resources to prepare for this speech. And so again, some of the content is not my own, and I give all the credits to the original owner, whoever it is there. Okay, I put together the relevant informations from various resources to help convey the message there. Okay. Sorry. Okay. And as I told you there today, I will cover two topics. One is the success in business. I'll try to tell you what the definition of a success in a business and what are the characteristics. Then the same thing I'll give you on the career side, and we'll maybe spend about 15 minutes or so, 10 to 15 minutes to have an interactive Q&A. Okay, you're all up if you're up for that. Oh, this is okay. I'm having a problem with my. Hang on a minute. Okay, so why I chose this topic, I know this is very apt for the your international conclave topic there, but why I chose personally it is that the definition have changed. We live in a time, this is the COVID time, and we live in them, and we live with the millennials, and we live in 21st centuries there. The definition of success have changed. The people what they used to call success about 20 years back is not considered as a success anymore. Same thing, the definition of a business, a definition of a career has changed, and that's what I want to share with you. And same thing, the markets have changed. The landscape of the market. With the internet, you have access to the entire world. You can sell to anybody and everybody there. It wasn't possible about 15 years back, 10 years back. And the consumers have changed. They're much more knowledgeable now, and everyone is a consumer now. Before you were targeting a particular segment, now it is wide open there. So now for these markets have to change. So the economic drivers have changed because now consumers affordability now you can see people can afford cars, which they couldn't afford before. People can afford computers, which they couldn't even think of it. They had to go to work or a college to see a computer there. So the affordability, accessibility to the informations now have drastically changed. The possibilities is enormous there. You see what's happening in the world. Now, people are sending, now the technology is sending people to the space. Now, the common man can go to the space now, which was never thought of. In 1964, when we sent the astronaut to the moon, we thought that that was the biggest thing. But now we're sending a common man to the space there. That's how the possibilities have changed. The demand, the millennials are very demanding, impatient. So we are dealing with a different kind of consumers who doesn't want to wait, who wants to have an instantaneous gratification. And obviously that now COVID-19 has opened up a lot more possibilities. So with that, we all have to change. The business has to change. The individual have to change. Disruptions are happening everywhere. The very popular brands and well-known companies are disappearing. There is a statistics that the companies, there's about 25% of the companies what you see today will not be there in the next 5 to 10 years older. So that's what the disruptions are very strong. So we have to prepare the workforce for the current market and business conditions there. We have to future-proof the business as well as the workforce. Which is like you heard in the earlier speeches that is beyond academics. It's not just enough to learn what you learn from the schools. It is a lot more than that. We will touch some of those here. And let's go into the part one, success in business. Okay. And I'm just going to go through an exercise. It's a simple exercise, and I'm going to go through 10 companies very quickly. I'm going to ask you this question: what do these companies sell? I'm sure I may not be able to hear your answer back, but it's okay. You just say it yourself and see what the answer is there. Then we'll go through after the 10 and see, what is there something unique about these companies? There's the one common thing about all these companies over there. Let's go through this. See, you all know the company called Apple. What does Apple sell? Okay, and Obviously, they sell now iPhones, now watches and iPads, right? No, one would say that expensive and smart mobile devices. That's what you will say if you ask anyone that. Okay, so let's keep going. What does the Tesla sell? Tesla is in a automobile car company over there. They sell what? They sell expensive electric cars. That's what anyone will say if you ask in the US. They'll say they're on expensive electric cars. Then, okay, so now let's say what does Amazon sell? You all know the Amazon. What they sell? If you ask there, they all will sell. Okay, they sell any commodities. They deliver it there. They sell music. So household items, movies, smart devices, and books. That's what people will say. So what does Uber and Ola sell? If you ask there, they'll say they are selling, taxi service by connecting the car drivers to the passengers, right? That's what you will say the answers. So what does Airbnb sell? Airbnb is a company, which sells accommodations there. So you will say that they sell accommodations by connecting the landlords to the tenants. Basically more than landlords, any house owners to the tenants. So what does Zomato or Kebab, very well, what do they sell? If you ask them there, they sell food delivery by connecting the restaurants to the diners. Okay. Say, what does Google sell? Google sell very simple search, the search, collaboration tools, and map services, etc. So what does Facebook sell? If you ask there, Facebook, they sell basically a platform to connect with the friends and family, and boast yourself and gossip, things like that, right? So what does Robinhood sell? If you don't know Robinhood, it's in a trading application there. So it's basically it's online trading app to invest in stocks and options using funds and cryptocurrency there. Last but not least, we all use Zoom. What does Zoom sell? If we ask the question, people will say it's selling video conferencing solutions. So I went through many companies, different industries, but they all sell different things. But there's one thing in common. So let's see, what do these 10 companies really sell? Do they sell what I told so far? Do they sell the cars and devices, this connecting people? Is that what they sell? Do they sell the products they really make? Because remember, 20 years back, companies sell the products they make. That has changed. These companies don't sell what I told you. When the CEOs and founders of these companies, when they started the companies, they did not have that in the main purpose of starting the company over there. So they really sell only one thing. I'm sure you would have figured out by now that what is that one thing they really sell? They really sell amazing experience, awesome experience. That's what they sell. They use all those products to sell that awesome experience. Let's talk about that. What is the experience? That is the new commodity. We live in a time where the new emerging businesses don't sell products, don't sell commodities, but they use those to sell experience. What is experience? It has to go beyond the function of a product, function of the product they make. And they have to compete on a memorable and enjoyable encounter, which is an experience for a duration there. That is what they all do it. So for that, they have to design, when they design a product, they should be in their mind, this experience should be the center of the design more than the product itself. And they have to make sure that experience is worth for the customers to pay a premium. That's an important thing. You're in a business, so you want to make sure that you can make money out of this. So they have to design memorable experiences there. And then they have to stage that experience. Because you're not kind of a selling product, you can sell it. This is, you have to stage it. You have to stage the experience that can sell this one there, that can earn money there. So let's look back at these companies there. All these companies, I went through it. What does really Apple sell? Apple sell the awesome device experience. It is very very expensive. But look at that. The device was designed by touch. You know why? Touch is the native thing for human. When they are born, they know how to touch. Nobody teaches how to touch. But people have to teach how to write, how to type, but nobody has to touch. That intuitive there. That's why that is called device with no manuals. And now they're expensive. Now I got somebody an Apple Watch. Now they didn't want to own the watch for like last 5 years because they're expensive. When I got them, what they remembered, not the price. They said, I can see my heartbeats. I can see my oxygen levels. I can see my footsteps. I can see who's calling me without getting to the phone. That experience. Tesla's not selling expensive electric cars. They're selling awesome driving experience. Driving in the traffic, very well, whether in Chennai or Coimbatore or anywhere there, it is awful experience. You hate to be on the traffic. They've changed that. They made that enjoy the driving in the traffic because you don't need to drive it. It's a self-driving. You can enjoy. The music is awesome. You just enjoy the crowd, no stress. So that's what they sell. Amazon, they don't sell the commodities. They sell amazing shopping experience. You don't need to go to the malls. You can just be at your living room and you can do bargaining, you can do comparisons, you can buy and you can return with no questions asked. Buying is really at your fingertips. Anything and everything you can afford and you want it. And movies, remember that. No, I used to go to the movie in Coimbatore. No, I need to go and stand in line for 2 hours, 3 hours, or half a day there to watch movies there. And back in those days. Now there is no house full. You can watch anytime. No, you want it. That's the experience with the great quality of streaming Netflix and Amazon. They do it. Uber, they give amazing riding experience. You can ride in a good car with a great conversation. When you ride in an auto, what the experience is? First, you start with the haggling, the price. Then you are sitting on the auto. You always look at the meter, seeing that it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. You're stressed out. Then when you get off, you fight with him there. He's asking more money there. But when you ride on an Uber, you never talk about the cost. The driver doesn't know how much you pay, and you even forgot how much you're going to pay for it, even though you might be paying a lot more than the auto guy there. But they make you to forget that cost, instead to enjoy the experience, having a clean car, sometimes even better than your own car over there. Airbnb. A lot of the great hotels used to say, when you go and stay there, home away from home. But Airbnb says you never left home. That give you that experience of you never left home. It is better than your own home. You're not in a hotel, sharing with many people, and people are smoking and hearing noises. There, no, it is like you have a kitchen, you have bathrooms, you have a washing, dining, everything there. It's like in the same experience. You never left home experience. Zomato. You want to eat Italian food. You need to drive like about 20 kilometers or 10 kilometers there. You want to Chinese. You need to find out what Chinese food is good. Here, every cuisine is at your dining table and hot when you want it. That is the experience of dining experience. Google. See, when you don't know about something, it was how hard to find answers. It was so hard. I went through it. When I went to the school, there was when I went to college, there was no Google. So I couldn't find answers for many things that I need to ask people over there. Now, no. You can, in a meeting, somebody asks the questions, you can just Google it. And every kid in a graduation thanks Google over there. Simple, accurate, an awesome answering experience, including directions. You don't need to ask anybody over there. Facebook, an awesome friend experience. When you need a friend, you can have it. It is when you want them there. Now, when you want them to prize you, they're not in front of you. So you can easily, without any interruptions and intrusions, you can have the friendship there. Robinhood. People used to think that investment is only for rich people and smart people there. They changed that. Even a kid of 18-year-old can do an investment there. So that's the Robinhood there. Zoom makes the distance disappear, like what is doing it for us there right now. And it made the online meeting. It is much more easier, simple, and great quality. So all of these companies, every founder of this company, when they started the company, only one thing they had is they want to create a memorable experience so that they can get paid a lot more and recurringly and continuously there. So that's what these companies have done. Then, so experience is the new oil. In 18th century, new oil is an immensely valuable asset. Then people used to call data is the new oil. But now data is not the new oil. So just the raw data, it does nothing. It just volumes of zeros and ones. But the new oil is the experience. You have to use the data to create that everlasting experience. Every one of those companies, they use tons of data, tons and tons of data, the one I went through it, to give you that experience, to continuously better that experience there. Because experience is personal. It's not like just you can define one thing. It's not like a product. You can just design it and just leave it there for next 10 years or 20 years. Experience changes. Experience is personal. Experience is local. Experience is cultural. No, so it is not debatable. The one best thing is you can't debate it, whether it's good or bad, because you feel it. You know it's good, it's not good. It's like a taste. No, it's not debatable. So we are in a digital economy right now where what is more valuable than ever is experience. Experience makes people enjoy the moment, the duration, and they're willing to pay for it, a premium. So that is the main focus of the businesses over there. So just give you some data for the experience economy. You can look at, I talked about this commodities and goods and services. You can see the left side, the graph over there, how they differentiate. When you sell commodities, raw commodities, there's no differentiation at all there. No, you're undifferentiated. When you make goods and deliver services, yeah, you are in a competitive position. You're competing it. You are in a little higher level there. But when you stage experience, when sell experiences, that's very differentiated. And look at the x-axis. You pay a premium for that, a lot more money for that. So, but for that experience, you're playing an experience economy. Your staging experience is memorable. It's personal, like I told you all the stuff there. But you can compare this in the right-hand side. When you sold goods and services, what they were looking at, when sell experience, what they're looking at there. That is the difference. So this is what every company going forward will focus on this on the right-hand side. They'll use all the commodities and goods, everything, but deliver that memorable, unforgettable experience. Okay. So to do this, what do you have to do? to have experience as a sellable commodity and make more money there, what are the key factors in today's experience economy? First is you need to have a customer stickiness. When you have an experience, it is very stickiness. Now, you have to measure the stickiness, how sticky they are there, and keep it going. It's going to keep changing. You have to keep evolving on a regular basis over there. And you have to focus on recurring revenue. It's not on a one-time transaction. So is it Amazon? They keep going back. No, it's Uber, keep going back. No, you Zoom, keep using it. It says be recurring. No, now every company, when they are in business, whether sell software, whether sell services, whether cloud, they're all called recurring revenue. That's the only way that measure the company's success there. And never rest on laurels. All these 10 companies I went through it, they're great companies right now. But if they say they're done with their innovations, they won't be there in another 10 years over there. Now, you know very well, Nokia had the best device, affordable device, but they didn't further innovate to smartphones. They're gone. Sony, they're the first one to invent mobile music. They had the Walkman, but they didn't go beyond that. Got disrupted by Apple. Now, Kodak, there is a division that went and have designed that whole digital photography, but they were worried that will cannibalize their film business. So they didn't go after. The company is not there anymore. So you never rest on laurels, even though it's experience, you have to keep innovating in that. So that's why you have to disrupt yourself. You have to cannibalize your own business before being disrupted. Next one is, many times in the past, businesses used to go and do a survey and ask what customer wants it. But don't assume customer knows what he wants. Steve Jobs didn't ask anybody to design an Apple phone there. Tesla, Elon Musk never asked anybody whether they will buy an electric car, whether they'll buy a self-driving car. If it asked that, nobody would say they'll drive a self-driving car because people have been scared to death that now self-driving car, how it will work in a congested traffic there. They never asked their customers. They had the audacity to go and challenge the status quo over there. So you need to have that audacity there. You need to learn from these companies there. You need to take that risk. And final thoughts on the business side. Okay, what are the key traits of a successful business there? Okay, you have to have a clarity. You need to have a clarity in the purpose of the business. That's a very important thing there. A lot of companies confuse the employees, confuse the consumers there. I used to say, don't be ashamed to say that we are here to make money, because that's what the business is. Business is here to make money. Don't ever believe somebody says that I'm here to help customers. You can only help customers if you make money. If you don't make money, you can't help customers over there. You're not a charity. You're in business. So don't confuse it. Have a clarity. We are here to make money. But in the process of making money, we'll help everybody there. But first, this focus is making money. We need to have that clarity, and so that when you do it, you'll do the right thing to make money. And you have to have a culture in the company there, but the culture has to be, relevant to the purpose. Now, what is the purpose of business? How are you going to make the purpose happen there? So a lot of employees, a lot of things will think. We ask what the culture of the company. Oh, they gave me free food. They gave me unlimited vacation. They let me work from home. Oh, it's a great, nice buildings over there. They gave me great cubicles. They gave me a great computer. They gave me a cell phone. They gave me a nice branding logo there. That's not the culture. That is not a culture of it. The culture is, you need to define your culture in a way it is related to purpose and how you achieve it. So in my company, our culture is, it's very simple. We are here to make money by designing a great products which helps our customers there. So they need to have a very clear clarity there. Simple, crisp, and clear there. And same thing. Other one is in a business, you need to make sure you understand what is core and what is non-core. The core is the one where you make money. Non-core is the one which is not help making money there. Like what systems you use, what email you use. Those are the things that are non-core. So don't waste time on the non-core. Focus on the core. Whatever is non-core to you, you have to give it to the people, outsource it to somebody for whom it is core over there, right? And structure the organization with the clear accountability and responsibility. You have to make sure that who has accountability. There is no group hug. One of the things we used to tell in our company is when there is a failure, we should know who failed. We don't like we failed. The we failed is not the answer. When you say we failed, nobody owns the responsibility there. So there has to be a clear clarity of who made the decision, who failed, who is going to learn. So that is the important thing. This calling it teamwork is very good, but when it comes to the accountability, there is no teamwork. We need to know who exactly failed. It could be a couple of people or one person, a group of people, but it has to be who, not the we. And when you do well, share the wealth. Make the employees own the company there. Reward and recognize to retain the best talent. That's what our company does it. And we make 97% of the 90+% of the employees all shareholders of our company there. So make them there, then they will work hard. So with that, I just end. I know I went through some of this important stuff. I didn't go through a lot of stuff, but at least give you an idea of what you should focus, the company should focus, and what are the key things there. So now let's switch gears to say that let's talk about the career, the employees there. What is the success in career over there? Okay. So let's define what is success. In the business, we said experience, right? So if you ask anybody there, say, what is success? They say, if I make money in my job, that's success. If I get to a title, if I have a power, if I have a fame, if I have a pride, that's success. So in my experience, in today's world, success doesn't mean those things there. Success means continuous growth. You keep growing. That's the growth. You're continuously learning. That's a success. You keep learning means you keep growing. And you accomplish continuously. You're achieving something, you're accomplishing it. Just making salary is not a real accomplishment. That is the earning what you get for the accomplishment there. And continuously you add value to the organizations you work for it. And you have to take a risk. People used to call, go join a job, government job or a bank job, so you'll never get fired. You'll have a job security. Nobody looks at right now. If you come to the Silicon Valley in California, they don't look for long-term jobs. They look for opportunity. They take risk, go to a startup company. They go to a company, the company may not be in there 5 years, but look at what I can do in 5 years, what I can gain is an opportunity there. That is the take risk. And prepare to fail. We all will fail. There is nothing called success all the time. Nobody succeeds every time there, but you have to fail fast. That's the important thing there. You have to fail fast and continuously getting recognized for the value you add. That is an important thing there. Okay. Those are the definition from in my world. So let's get to the key factors to the career success. Before that, I should turn on some audio. So I'm going to play some of the video there. And if you don't hear audio, let me know. So I'm going to go through play a video in a minute. Before that, it talks about employees' loyalty and commitment. I want you to listen to this video. Then we'll go from there. Maybe
This is a phrase, agree and commit, disagree and commit, that actually comes from Scott McNeely. At least that's where I was told it was from, and I've adopted it, stolen it, and probably should be paying royalties for it, but I'm not going to. But it's probably the single best business phrase that I've ever seen for building a culture of a company. We have a company right now at Glue Mobile that has epic battles. I mean, we have people who disagree with each other all the time. But we have ways that happens. It happens in business meetings, it happens in hallways, it happens in my office. But then we make a decision. And if you're the person who was in favor of that decision, then you stop the discussion because you've won. If you're the person who disagreed with that, you also stop the discussion because you lost. The most corrosive thing that can happen in any company is to have the debate continue after a decision has been made. And anytime that happens at a company, you find decisions being remade and remade and remade, and a culture that starts becoming quite corrosive. I have a friend who I once thought was going to be one of the most successful people that I knew. And he was at a very successful career, but not as successful as I thought it might be. And I think, as I think about what was wrong with his career, that the mistake that he made was that he has never been a disagree and commit person. He's been a disagree and keep disagreeing person. And in fact, it's made him sort of a disagreeable person. And he radiates that disagreement as he walks through the hall. He's a competitive guy. He played a lot of sports. He's bright. He's energetic. He's a terrific guy, except he can't get over the fact that somebody made a decision that he thinks in his mind was stupid. And you know what? It might have been stupid, but the fact that he can't get over it starts to grate on everybody. And if you're the CEO in the company and you have a person who's constantly dissatisfied with your decision making, ultimately you have to cut that person loose because you can't have that sort of constant dissension. It's one thing to argue beforehand, but afterwards you got to get over it and move on. And so the phrase that I will forever remember, because it works, is agree and commit and disagree and commit. And one of the best things that somebody can say about somebody in our company, and I've had my CTO describe people this way, is he's a disagree and commit kind of person. Because that's the perfect person, somebody who can actually give you an argument as to why you're wrong, say it to your face, but then support you when you make the other decision. If you can be that kind of a person, you're going to be successful in business, almost no matter whether you were right or wrong on the discussion.
So hopefully you were able to hear that well, and that is from a management seminar. It clearly tells you when you are in a company, when you're in an organization, you have only three choices left. Either you agree to a decision made by your superior or your peer or organization over there and make that decision happen, successful there, Or, like he said, tell them that you're stupid, you made a mistake, you're wrong, you argue, whatever it is there, but after that, just get over it and just move on and work as hard as what you would have worked if you agreed it. So that even if it's a wrong decision, we will know soon it is wrong, then we can change the direction. Otherwise, we'll keep on discussing it. We keep on changing decisions. We'll never get to a destination. Even though sometimes we may fail, but we can course correct it to go to the right direction. But for that, you have to make a decision and everybody has to work towards the decision. So disagree and commit is the best thing. If you cannot do it, both. There are people, they say, I cannot do it. Then I say it's better you look for an opportunity somewhere else where you can be always agreeable. Don't waste the time, your time and organization time. Leave and look for the right place. Doesn't matter how smart the guy is there. Doesn't matter how good the guy is there, because this is a cancer. He'll go to the water cooler, he'll go to the lunch place, he'll go to everything, he'll keep on talking about it, and if it's a manager, he won't even motivate his team to do the work. So that itself will make the things to fail. So it's important when you work for organization, you have a loyalty and you have a commitment. If you cannot give that to the organization, it's better you look for a place where you can be loyal and committed. So next one, we all have three things with us: knowledge, skills, and attitude. So which one is so important on this one? This is in a video from a professor from Bangalore. Let me play this and you hear it. And
There are three things in life that makes the person successful. One is the knowledge the person has, the skills he develops, and the attitude he has. It can be demonstrated by a very simple experiment of balancing the two heavy stainless steel forks on the edge of the glass. One fork represents the knowledge the person has. The another represents the skill a person needs to possess. And then knowledge and skills are individual to the person. They live with him and die with him. It cannot be passed on. But they can be connected to the society or the organization through another agency called as the toothpick. If you can see, the forks are hanging free on the edge of the glass with a toothpick. If you see 3/4 of the toothpick is outside the glass, a small portion is inside the glass. Now what should happen if I burn the toothpick from inside? Watch carefully. I start burning this toothpick. What normally people expect is, as the toothpick burns, the wood burns and the whole fork should fall down. It would not happen. I can take another matchstick. I'll try to burn it. The inside of the toothpick. Not two. Even if you take 20 matchsticks, it will not burn beyond that. If you observe carefully, the toothpick is balancing on the edge of the glass, which is not even 1 millimeter thick. Two heavy forks are balancing on that. This is most important to us. Your knowledge and skills are important, but what is most important is the attitude which connects you to society and the organization. Among the three things that I have, glass, fork and toothpick, toothpick is fragile, it can be burnt. That means in your life, your attitude is more tested than your knowledge and skills. If your attitude is firm, in spite of being burned several times, it will not drop your knowledge and skills. Please watch carefully. I slowly lift the glass up now. You can see. Still knowledge and skills are held together by the attitude. Now I push the attitude out. When I push the attitude out, the knowledge and skills also fall down. Therefore, the most important aspect in life for success is not the knowledge, not just the skills. It is the attitude a person carries. Ultimately, that holds him in difficult times and make him successful in good times.
So hopefully, that was enlightening. So normally, you will, let me go to my next slide. You will see knowledge is the most important, or skills most important. But actually, what is most important is attitude. If you don't have the right attitude to connect to the organization, doesn't matter how smart you are, how good you are, how productive you are not useful to the organization. If you have the right attitude, the knowledge and skills will come with you there. It will be useful. It will add value there. So when you hire somebody or when you work, you have to make sure you have the right attitude. That is important. I tell all my employees and all my managers, when you hire, when you interview, look for attitude first. I can train a person, but I cannot change a person. So it's important we hire the right person to the organization. So when you go and work after you graduated, make sure that you have the right attitude. You can be a team player. You can learn. You can be agree and commit or disagree and commit kind of a person there. You can be a positive can-do person over there. Those are all important. You don't learn that. It comes with you. It is who you are. So make sure that the who you are, the attitude that helps you to be successful. A lot of great people, smart people, not successful in corporate world because their attitude. So that's my 2 cents on attitude. So hopefully, it helps you there. So let's go. Another thing I want to tell you, when you work, based on your levels and whatever the role you are there, we all have 3 powers I call KPI. We have knowledge power, we have a position power, we have influential power, not only in work, even in life. As in personal life, you have your own knowledge power. You have your position as your dad or mom or husband or a wife or a brother or a sister or a friend, the position power. And you have influential power. You can influence a person over there. But what the secret to success is, in your work or in your life, which power you use and when. That's more important. If you always use position power, you lose people, right? So you have to start with the knowledge power, which is more powerful to prove with the data, facts and data. Or you use influence. The influence comes with the trust you developed, the credibility you earned, how value you are. That's how you can influence people there. That influence. When those two are much more powerful when you want to get your message passed out. When you want to influence people, when you want people to work for you, you want people to get things done. If nothing works, then you use position power, tops down. That's what it is there. No argument done. That's a silver bullet you use at the last when you need it there. So remember, you all have 3 powers, but which one you use when will make you successful in your career. Okay, those are 3 powers. Then the 3 towers, the critical towers, in your career. That picture is from Singapore, and I used to go to Singapore. I love this place. I've stayed there. So in your career, when you work, when you get out of the college, when you work there, there's the 3 C's. You have to look for it. It's an important thing. First to C, it's not a crore, it's a compensation. We all go to work to make money. If there is no money, none of us will be working, right? To be frank, So first question you ask is, am I getting paid competitively for the value I add? Everybody asks only one question is, am I getting paid competitively to my neighbor, to my friend, to the person I saw the other day, to the person who says in a glass door that he's making so much money? No, that is a wrong comparison. Don't compare yourself to somebody. You have to compare apple to apple, not apples to orange. Am I getting paid competitively for the value I add to the organization? That is the question you ask. You get the answer yes, you be happy. If the question is no, then think what you should do next. Okay. Next, you make money. If money is the only reason, a lot of people go to work not just for money. They just want to go, just keep themselves busy. They have enough money, but they want to keep learning. There are other things they can do. The other purpose they go to work. Content is what I'm doing to earn that money. Am I enjoying the job? Am I learning? Am I growing? Am I accomplishing? That's important. Even if we pay you every year the 20%, 30% increase, if you're not learning, if you're not growing, if you're not accomplishing it, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. So content. Third, important thing, we go to work, we spend 8 hours. We spend more time at work when there's no COVID than at home with our own family, and our own families and spouses and children there. So you have to make sure the people around you, why the people around you are important. They are the one who can make you successful or who can make you fail. So am I with the right people? Is the right manager who's giving me opportunities, who encourages me? Is the right colleagues who helps me to succeed? Is a place of teamwork, encourages and provide the opportunity to learn, grow, and get it recognized. So my manager told me about 25 years back when I was working for HP, Andy, every year you should look at all the 3 C's and evaluate. And if you get an answer yes, then you should continue. If not, you should look out somewhere else. Because that's the only way you will keep growing. Otherwise, you'll be wasting the time. So 3 critical towers. Now, always remember this 3 C's: compensation, content, and colleagues. All the 3 are important. For some people, one is more important than others. But all 3 are somewhere important. It could be like for you, could be one person could be compensation, another could be content, another could be colleagues. It depends where they are, who they are, or what part of the life cycle they're in. Next, so trust. We talked about the loyalty. The trust is the most important trait. When you work, very important. Trust is that. People trust you. They pay you. They trust you. They're going to get things done. It's the character. What it is, trust means in the work. You walk the talk. When you tell your manager you're going to get things done, you better get done. You don't go to the last minute, say that, give me 10 excuses why I couldn't do it. If there's an issue, you tell them much ahead of the time. So normal people say that, you need to have a relationship where you can never be in a position where people tell you, I have to verify before I trust what you say. That is in a more dangerous position to be there. But then you need to be either I'm completely trust you, or I trust and then verify, which are the better ones. Completely trust you without verification is the best. But that could be harder to get to it. It takes time there, but at least get to a trust and verify situation there. It comes over the time. It doesn't come easily there. You have to earn it. And hard to earn, but easy to lose. Don't lose it. One incident will make you lose that. So I always say that trustable and dependable employee is always better than a smart employee, who is not trustable and dependable. Okay. So, now make sure that the trust, you trust, you take it seriously there and you maintain it. Okay. And when you want to be successful. So next is focus, risks and failure. We talked about this. Let's give you, some more things. Is people try to do so many things. I'll say, don't boil the ocean. People say jack of all trade, and master of none. That does not take it to the goalpost. At any given time, especially when you're growing, building a career, be focused on one thing there. Don't ever lose the focus. You can expand, you should expand and extend a horizon over the time, but not at the same time. If you do 10 things at a time, you will not justify any one thing there, and you will not be the best in any one of the things there. There is no hurry. You have 30, 40 years of career there. Just take it slow, build the foundation. That's important. Take time to build the foundation, which is strong, which is deep. Then you go through the T skills. Let's go deep, then go wide. Okay. And always, people who take risk, they get reward. It takes Steve Jobs took a risk, Elon Musk took a risk. They made a lot of money. They're tons and tons of money. They are one of the richest people now. So, but for that, you need to have the guts to make the call. When you make the call, you cannot analyze and paralyze and make sure that analysis paralysis. To make a call, make sure that you're going to be successful. Then you'll never make the call. You have the guts to make the call. Some of them with the data, some of them your intuition. But then that's the only half of it. The other half of it, they have courage to execute. You need to go and execute the courage there. And take calculated risk. Don't take stupid risk over there. And people, you've heard your parents would always say, never fail, never fail, never fail. I'll tell you, that is not a good advice at all, because every human will fail in life and in career. But they have to have that maturity and experience and attitude to get up and run. So you'll know that in the recent Olympics, there was a girl, in Netherlands. She was running 1,500 meters. The last lap, there's only 400 meters left. She was tripped by the other girl who fell down there. So she was running, in the front. She came to the very back. She got up. She ran in the 300 meter, and she won the race gold medal there because she was prepared. She knew this will happen. I'm sure this has happened to her before. So she knew how to manage that. So she took off like a 100-meter sprint and she won that race. So she did not make that failure to fail her. She converted the failure into success. So it's all about this. You need to fail fast, and you need to be prepared to manage the failure. I need to learn from the failures. So I used to call, mistakes are made to learn, not to repeat. So that is on my, fail things there. So other thing is, you all have to say, give up to rise up. If you hang on to what you have, you will never go up in your career there. People used to say, I can do my job and sleep. You can even tell, in your student classes too, I can do this without reading anything at all there. You can take a pride in people saying that, but I call it that is a dangerous sign. That means you are not learning anything anymore. You have learned everything what you could learn. That means you need to move on to something else, to change. That's a time to give up and go to something else. That's a signal to give up what you're doing it there. Because if you don't do it, the strength what you're proud of it will become a burden one day and it'll start dragging you down. So make sure you're always ready to give up. Giving up is hard. And one thing I'll tell you is, a human being at the race, always, whenever we are in an uncomfortable position, we work hard to make it comfortable. That's why we have cars today, we have air conditioning today, we have a flight today, because we couldn't walk, we couldn't deal with the heat, we couldn't deal with so many things there. So we invented it. So if we were comfortable with the heat, if we were comfortable with the walking, we would have invented any of those things, any of those things. So same way, in your job, if you're comfortable, you will not learn. So make yourself uncomfortable. Then you will learn much more. So then become comfortable. Then you become a king. Then again, go through the cycle. Change again, make yourself uncomfortable. Then you'll start learning it there. And so also, the other one is share. Whatever you do, share. and work hard to eliminate your job so that you can do something else, or you can give the job to somebody else over there. No, and have the courage to walk away when you're at the top of the career. No, I've done my career. No, I used to be CIO for 10 years. I walked away. No, I said I'm done enough of it. So I wanted to be CTO there. So you have the courage to walk away when you're at the top of your career over there. So an experience is a journey. Don't say that I've gained all the experience. No, it's a journey. It's not a destination there. So final thoughts. I know I'm running out of time there. I need to finish it quickly there. So remember, change is the only constant. No, never be afraid of change. And whenever things go wrong, always remember things happen for reasons. No, we are human. We can only connect the dots looking backward. We cannot connect the dots in the looking forward to it. No, you will realize why things happen in the future when you move forward there. When you do have a passion for it, we don't have a passion, change. No, the passion will make you to do the best, will bring the best out of you there. Career is not just to make money. If you want to have a successful career, no, yeah, if you just want to only make money, that's fine, that's a career. But if you want a successful career, it's not just the money, it's much more than that. No, be always surrounded by good and smart people. Remember that, good and smart people there. Now, make an impact whether in the company or in the community, and always give back, whether at work or at help, give back there. And be humble. No one is good in everything, and everyone is good in something. Be thankful, what you have, what you got, and always have faith, because we all will go through tough times like what we gone through in the COVID thing there, and everything will pass by, and nothing is permanent, including COVID-19. And with that, I'm coming to the end. So I thought I will finish my presentation with a quotes from a very, very successful man, successful businessman who is still alive, and who has built a very successful monster business. His name is called Warren Buffett. And so his quotes are, when it comes to the earning, says never depend on single income, always ever make an investment to create a second source. So it'll help you when you get into the tough situations there. And come to spending, you buy things. If you buy things you don't need it, you'll have to sell things which you need later. And savings, don't save what is left after you spend. You spend what is left after you're saving them. And taking risk is to never test the depth of the river with both feet. That's a calculated risk. Put one leg first there. Be careful. Be calculated. And investment, don't put all eggs in one basket there. And expectations, honesty is a very expensive gift. We talked about loyalty and trust, everything. So do not expect it from cheap people there. Okay, so that is the last slide I had. Hopefully it was helpful. You enjoyed it. And I think I have a few minutes left. I'll open up for a Q&A if any one of you have any questions.
Any queries you can ask now.
The participants are asked to type their questions in the chat box.
If you have any questions, I will answer. Otherwise, I don't want to take more time. Somebody asked for the last two slides, so I'll put the slides back in.
Sir, good morning, sir. It was a wonderful session. And sir, am I audible to you? Hello, sir.
So please unmute your mic, sir.
Sorry, you are audible. Sorry, was an unmuted there.
Okay, thank you, sir. So it was indeed a wonderful session, and sure it was an enlightening session for us, and I believe it's going to be a great exposure for our students. And so, on behalf of the students and out of this session, I would like to raise a question to you. As we know that we a group of people sit here from India, and you are there in the other time zone. And it's of course one of the greatest things that we could do today. And one thing I would like to ask is sir, what would be the greatest challenge when we compare India and US, about the future of business and how or can you give some tips for our young generation for the upcoming days?
So please unmute your mic. So you have muted you. You have muted yourself.
So let me understand that question. So what is the challenge? And can you just repeat the last part of it, ma'am?
Yes, sir. So since there's a great difference between the economy of India and the US, and what could you please give us some tips to overcome that challenge or the barrier, or can you suggest few tips for our young generation?
For the young people, what are the challenges in between India and US? Is what your question is?
Yes, sir.
So each country has its own challenges there. There are a lot of things is much better in the United States now. Like when you start a business, it's much easier to start a business there. If you have an idea, there are people to fund the idea over there. And there's access to the people, access to the talent. The great people there. It is in the US, it has it that, but US has a lot of other challenges over there. So in my view, I've not done any business in India, so I don't have a lot of insight into in India. But in the US, I've been in part of the business and public companies, private companies, and venture capitalists there. But the one thing what I'm realizing is in the last 10, 15 years, because of the internet and the communications and connectivity there, the world is becoming flat. And the things are in India, and doing business in India is getting much easier. And the systems are getting better over there. The what's important thing is one of the things is you want to make sure is in India the challenge could be is finding the right use case. There are a lot of young people that are coming up with ideas. It is people normally always look at if I have a more complicated technology, and if I solve a complicated problem, that's why I'll become successful. I'll make money there. No. Very simple ideas, very simple things, can make you very successful, but that has to be useful. Like I said, that has to create a memorable experience to your customers over there. So I've seen in the people in India coming up with that kind of, they think it's too simple sometimes. It is not marketable. It's not, So give it a different, thinking, look at different way and come up with those kind of, simple and easy, things where you can really market it, you can really make a good business out of it. Simple things which really helps. Now, accessibility to the market. A lot of people you can reach out to it, even in the villages there. So come up with those ideas there, and you can be very successful. You don't have to write a complicated programs, design a complicated product to be successful. So that would be one of my advice to it.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, and a question from the participant side.
Questions in the chat box to you. One of the questions is, how do I determine whether I'm capable of starting a business?
Okay, whether you're capable of, sometimes we don't even know what we can do ourselves, right? We always underestimate ourselves there, and there is no magic about go and take a test and see whether I'm capable of it. Whether there's only a few questions. Are you passionate about something? Are you willing to work hard and fight it? Win this one, because starting a business is not easy. If you ask anybody who started a company in the United States, they'll tell you it is hard work. It's very hard work, but there's a lot of reward there later if you're successful, and you may fail a couple of times. So first, you're thinking three things. I'll tell you: are you, or can you afford a failure? No, that's the important thing. No, and will you fail fast? If it happens, then learn. No, and a lot of successful businessmen, including Steve Jobs, did not succeed at the first time over there. So you need to make sure that you have that kind of appetite in your tummy, to start a business. I have a passion for something, and I have the courage now to face the challenges, to come out of it and learn from it and keep going it. And I have a good group of people around me who will advise me, to help me to make successful there. So that's my, you look at those things there, then start. And obviously you need to have access to a capital. So you need to have some money over there and an idea there. Yeah. I think the next question is, what will be the best source of financing for a new startup and at different phases in the business growth? Can you please explain ideas regarding this? I don't know how things work in India there. Here, there's a lot of VC companies, seed fundings, things like that. There are many ways there. And you can Google it in India. You can see it, what are things over there. First thing is, you cannot just go and get somebody's money to start an idea there. People who are going to put money, they want to invest money. They have business mind to make money. Now, unless otherwise they are your relatives or your friend, they'll give you the money. Otherwise, first you need to put your own money and your own time, your own effort to get something out. You have some working product, something like a concept, so that you can demonstrate, the value, you can demonstrate the potential, what is that, in the business. Then you can take that to a lot of, there's a lot of avenues, you can find in India too. There's a lot of investors there. You can start, even your own circles, start this called a series seed funding, start some money there. And it's all baby steps. Nobody goes and gets $1 billion or $1 million there. They start from $5,000, $10,000, or in your Indian rupees, maybe 50,000 rupees, 1 lakh. So you get that one there to start. That's the baby step. Then you keep adding value and value, people automatically will come to you to invest money there. And right now, there's money is very cheap. Even if if you have a good idea, if you believe in, even taking a taking a loan, business loan or some kind of a loan. Now a lot of people put their home equity loan. They get there, they risk it because they want to succeed. So first you need to put your own capital and your own time. Then you create a concept. Then demonstrate that. Then ask for some investment. Then keep going in baby steps.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation. From this, we are able to know how to be successful in business and career, and got some knowledge and skills that are important. Apart from that, we need attitude. I assure that we will follow your words, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure. And thanks for listening to me. Appreciate it. Thank you all. Have a good conference and have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Let them know. The next session will start in 10 minutes. I repeat, the next session will start in 10 minutes, and I request the participants to hold on to the meeting because the meeting will complete only by 1 p.m. Still 2 more guests are about to address this international conclave, and the next session will be starting in 5 minutes. I repeat, the next session will start in 5 minutes, and I request the participants to hold on to the meeting.
Ma'am. Ma'am, good morning, ma'am.
Ma'am, please unmute your mic, ma'am.
Is the voice clear? Is it fine?
Yeah, correct, ma'am. Fine, ma'am. Ma'am, how are you, ma'am?
I'm fine, nice, yeah.
I'm Dr. K. Kumudha Devi, Dean School of Commerce, ma'am. Nice to meet you, ma'am, through Zoom today.
Nice meeting you. Yeah. Is the voice? Should I put a headphone? That's why I thought I'd just check up that.
Already, our Sudalimuthu sir, Vice Chancellor of KPRCAS University, he is my mentor, ma'am.
Oh, apdiya.
Yeah, you should tell always about you, ma'am, your growth, your contribution. You always spell out your credentials in every meeting.
It's good. Nice to meet you now.
I was working there for 15 years, ma'am, at KPRCAS University. Recently, I'm joining here as a Dean School of Commerce. So I heard your values, ma'am, many times.
So it's nice to meet now. After a long time.
Thank you, ma'am, for coming. One day we are visit our college, ma'am, for interacting.
Yeah, sure. I think definitely. I definitely come. Yeah.
Nice, ma'am. Morning, very well. We are inaugurated conclave by our US guest today. The session just over 5 minutes before. Now we start.
After the break, we'll start. No problem. Let me know when you can start. Okay. No
How are you, ma'am? Your health, everything's okay, ma'am?
Yeah, it's fine. What online classes are going on? So.
Yes, ma'am. When it will reopen, ma'am? Any guess for ma'am?
This December, mostly it will be online, I think. Maybe only final year students. Some students alone will be calling, I think, not everybody.
Okay. Again, the third wave also in the spreading in nature.
So keeping that in mind, I think now research students, we are planning to call those who are in the final year, that we started calling. Then final year degree students and the first year students are still, they have not even gone through the process of enrollment alone. So maybe step by step it should happen by the end of the year. And only next academic year, I mean, next year I think it will be physical classes, I think.
Before starting official session, ma'am, I have my own clarification regarding IIT Madras is one imaginable institute everyone want to study. No, what is an mantra for practice? How to get a seat over there? That entrance is there. I know very well. But the survival in the IITs and again is questionable, ma'am. Nowadays, the paper news and saying.
So one is for from +2 directly, you have to come only to the entrance. There's no other choice. That is one thing. Then afterwards, you can come for masters. For masters, you can come through GATE or to any other entrance exam for the other, depending on the department. You can, for masters courses also, many people come and join.
Doing doctorate, ma'am, doing doctorate. One of my colleagues is completed JRF. He's wishes to join IIT for his research work. Is it possible, ma'am? What's my
research? We have MS, like MPhil, we have MS by research for 2 years. And then PhD is also there. Then postdoc is also there. Postdoc is there, 2 year full-time postdoc is there. Okay. Or women alone, no, 6 months alone, because they can't come for long period. Special postdoctoral fellowship is there.
Nice, ma'am. But can we, am I eligible, ma'am, doing postdoctoral for 6 months?
Postdoctoral women are eligible anytime, any age, anytime. Only thing is you have to come with the proposal, and the proposal should be accepted somebody.
Please, ma'am. That point of thing, please help us, ma'am. We are very
Yes, we all want people like good people to apply. I keep telling wherever I go, sometimes I add this also because people don't think it's not possible. Nothing like that. You can also, everyone can apply. And we also guide people when they apply, we tell them, we give them feedback, ask them to improve the proposal.
Okay.
And then maybe after some time they apply again. And then they can join.
Definitely, my aim is to complete PDF. That is in my academic agenda, ma'am. Definitely, I contact you for proper time and things. Ma'am, another 5 minutes will start, ma'am. People have a cup of tea now. Just for 5 minutes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Let me know when it is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. She's here.
Sharply come back 3 minutes.
Ma'am, please.
உங்களுக்கு அத ask no.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, please be seated.
Get her contact no. If possible, your team will come through.
Please
How
be
was my
seated.
police station today?
Ma'am, Tenmari madam. Ma'am. Thank you a lot, madam. You have accepted our invitation immediately. Thank you a lot. In spite of your busy schedule, you are here today for this presentation for the Symposium International Conclave. Thank you a lot. Hats off to you, madam. Thank you.
Good night. Nice to meet you all. I always like.
I also have the plan for doing PDF under your guidance, madam. I am a
Go through. I think the details are also given on the website. You can go through. And then you can send the. You can also look at depending on if any others are there. They can look at the faculty who works in the area topic of their interest. Send the proposal to them. Get feedback. Improve the proposal. And apply.
Okay, madam. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you a lot, madam. Thank you a lot.
No.
Song dedicate ma'am, song பாடுறீங்க அதுல மைக் கொடுத்து பாட மாட்டீங்க. ஏய் அது அங்க என்ன சரி கூட போடி சரி போடு கோச்சுக்காத எக்ஸஸ் ஆவறத ஏய் போடலாம் கூட அது பிரஸ் பண்றது போடு சத்யா கோச்சுக்கு விடு